Dr. Charlie Brown here. Let's take our 3 deep breaths and gather ourselves together. And we'll go in. Breathe into the bottom of your belly. One more. I think today's topic is resilience. The world is reeling from news about the death of Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, as well as, I believe, 7 others in a helicopter crash in California yesterday, as of this taping. And I am unexpectedly taking this really personal. This hit me really hard. It may be because Kobe Bryant is about the age of my older brothers, in Philadelphia, who played basketball. So it may be that really local connection. I'm not sure why it hit me so hard. Prince hit me really hard, but I was a big fan. I'm not a basketball fan. I'm not a Laker fan. So maybe it was just that hometown connection. This could have been my brother, sort of thing. And so I often wonder. I wonder that when someone does something deemed to be bad or wrong or hurtful or harmful, what is the passage of time before that person is a different person than the person who did the thing? I know that in, I think it was 2003 or so, Kobe Bryant was accused of rape for a young woman in a hotel room in Colorado. And that was later dismissed, and they settled. There was a criminal case and a civil case. It settled out of court in the civil case, and the charges were dropped for the criminal case eventually. And yet, so I don't know what I believe. What Kobe Bryant admitted was that he had sex with the woman, and he understood it to be consensual. That was a long time ago at this point, and I don't have the specific details. I also don't disbelieve the woman. I believe her. So I don't know what happened there. What I do know is that every time I've seen Kobe Bryant relatively recently, he seems to be genuinely committed to his family and committed to the upliftment of his daughters. I know he had 4 daughters, and he lost one of them with him. So that's always really difficult also. And so I am not excusing Kobe Bryant's behavior at any point in time, or anyone's behavior at any point in time. I do wonder what is this quality of resilience? What does make us keep going? I'm not naive. Kobe Bryant, as a basketball superstar, of course, has an excellent PR team. He has people to advise him on, here's how you publicly clean up your act. Everything in my gut, though, does tell me that the person the world, have seen recently seems to be true and genuine. I don't know the person before, and he's not a person I've met in person. I don't know Kobe Bryant, even though this feels really personal and really close to my core and my heart in his death and his daughter's death. And a lot of my work is with teenage girls, so that really hurts. And there were possibly other children on the plane and other families, and this is just really hard. This is really difficult to grapple with today, and as life moves forward. And it reminds me of Aaliyah when she died 20 some odd years ago. Hers, it might be the similarity of the plane crash and having red flags. Perhaps this helicopter should have been grounded, as other helicopters in the LA area were grounded. So it's maybe this combination of details that has me thinking about resilience and getting through difficult times and periods. I've heard from people who have had family members or close loved ones commit suicide. What is sometimes healing is to be asked about the person, to not keep their name quiet, and to ask for stories about the person when they were living. And so what is the nuance of this quality of resilience? And I would also say that resilience is tied with forgiveness. Forgiveness of self as a person, forgiveness of others also as people, as persons who helped to contribute and collaborate into the life that we live. And so being with sadness, what's that movie? I think it's called Inside Out, where it was a cartoon and it was a little girl and all of her emotions. And Joy thought that she was the star of the show. And really, when Joy looked at the broader picture, she understood that sometimes joy came after anger or sadness, after a getting through of something. And so that through line, that the string that we can use to pull ourselves through, I'm really interested in that. And in the stories that come out of that. I saw Queen and Slim, a movie, relatively recently. It was a couple of months ago at this point. And I had been in Ritual that week, and so I experienced that movie as an empath, as if every single thing was happening to me, and completely wrecked me. The movie completely wrecked me. And just recently, talking about it with a few friends, it did help. It helped in my grief, because that grief felt personal, because it felt like it was happening to me, to know that it was a movie that other people saw, so it didn't happen to me, and they had very different opinions about it for whatever reason. And so understanding that resilience in and of itself has multiple sides and many different aspects that can be looked at, but can also be embodied, I would say. And so remembering to take good care of ourselves and the people we love, and really holding space for the through line of grief. I talk about grief in other videos. Grief and sadness, and allowing them to be and exist. And if something unexpectedly hits you hard, that it's okay. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay. It's okay that I was wrecked by the movie. It's okay that I feel. And sometimes I feel so deeply that it makes my day-to-day hard. It makes it difficult to be in any other space but the difficulty. That's okay too. So I do use this as an opportunity to remind you to be gentle with yourselves and your loved ones, and to really make the best of today. Can you take one step toward a something, or with a something, as you are with whatever you're feeling in this moment? Can you make it happen in a real way that shows up in your everyday world? All right, y'all. This really hit me hard. So I'm going to take time for that. I'm going to have some tea. No, probably some hot cocoa. That's a little more comforting to me. I can cradle the cup and do all of that. I'm Dr. Charli, and this is a Charli Chats. I do want you to take great care, and I do really mean that literally. Take great care until we meet again.